So I was thinking about the Saw movies, and for anyone who's seen any of the 5 or all of them or whatever, I don't think anything I really say is going to be spoiling anything for you. For anyone who hasn't seen them, either didn't want to see them, or you didn't want to see them all that badly. But either way, if you're concerned that something I say might leak something out and ruin some plot fragments for you, and it's that big a deal for you, then that probably means your world is fragile. And you should seek therapy immediately. I think you should call someone right now. Look it up in the book and give them a call and leave a voicemail if you have to, if it's too late, and just say, I gotta see you in the morning, because apparently I'm in a lot of distress, because a movie can throw my whole world into chaos. So anyway, enough on that. So I was thinking about them, and I think, as many sure would probably agree, the traps are some of the coolest things with the movies. You know, with the most recent one, there was that whole pendulum knife thingy swinging across this guy, and he's got to put his hands in these boxes and crush his hands, or else the thing's going to chop him in half. And anyway, I won't spoil that part of it, but looking at that trap among many others, thinking, wow, that's quite a lot of traps to build for a guy with cancer. You know, I know he's got his accomplices and everything. I wonder what kind of thought process he went through to determine what kind of accomplices to get. Thinking, okay, what's the ideal accomplice? Probably someone with a mechanical engineering background, perhaps. That would be good. In the absence of that, I guess a heroin junkie and a corrupt cop will do. Yeah, they'll be fine. Now they can build traps. They can learn anything. Heroin addicts, they can build stuff. And cops, oh, no problem. So I guess that worked out for him. So good job, Mr. Jigsaw guy. And what would it be like building a trap for him? Well, not me personally. I'm not handy, as anyone who knows me really knows. I built a shelf that was like this, definitely not level. Like stuff would almost fall off it a lot. No, it was pretty basic. It was a few screws and a piece of glass and some plastic stuff, and I couldn't do it. I suck. It was disastrous. So I don't think he'd ask me, but if he did ask me to build a trap, I think what would happen is a couple of days later I'd get a knock on the door and he'd be like, hey, me again. Remember I asked you to build that trap? And the guy's supposed to sit in the chair, and the knives, or he gets his face like this, and he's got to lean forward to get out of the trap, and as he does, the knives scrape his face, right? And maybe I wasn't clear. The trap was supposed to work. So the guy sitting, it was really embarrassing, let me tell you. So the guy's sitting in this thing, and I'm like, I want to play a game. And then he's just kind of moves the knives out of the way, and he's like, see ya, weird voice guy? And I'm like, but I want to play a game. We could start with something simple like checkers, Parcheesi. You know how to play Parcheesi? I don't know how to play Parcheesi. We can learn right now. Forget the knives, just try something simple. And he's like, jigsaw, more like lame saw. And I thought, that's really not that clever and insulting as well. And I thought I should just shoot him. I mean, it would go against the grain of everything that I do, but oh boy, what a surprise for him. He'd be like, hey, he doesn't just shoot people. I'm like, yes, I do. And then that'd be it for him, and he wouldn't be talking anymore, so I wouldn't care what he thinks. So that's what I should have done. But anyway, you should build better traps, stupid Lincoln. So I think if I was someone mechanically inclined, there'd still be some concern, though. You know, be looking over, okay, here's what I want for my device. Yes, it's a device. You're looking over going, oh, device, what's it for? Because there's a lot of spikes in here, and there's like a spring-loaded contraption thingy, and there's a timer, and it all looks kind of sinister. And he'd say, oh, no, it's fine. It's for a museum of torture stuff. Yes, oh, it's fine, don't worry about it. And then you see it on the news on a murder victim's neck, and you're like, oh man, I'm going to be implicated in this. I got an invoice from this guy. It's, okay, let's see here. There it is. Jigsaw Productions, right. Okay, so labor, 14 hours. I got kind of stuck on that one thing. Raw materials for device. Okay, well, it's suitably vague. That could be anything. Oh, wait, device. There's an asterisk next to it. It's like a little star thing you use on your keyboard. Let's follow the asterisk, find the other asterisk at the legend at the bottom. It says here, device defined to be the apparatus fastened around hapless victim's neck, connected to timer. When timer releases, spikes are driven into victim's head. Oh, I'm responsible. Oh, geez. Always read the fine print. So my dying mother's last words were, always read the fine print. I'm going to get an ass kicking from hell when I get up there. Let me tell you, when she sees me, she'll say, what do we do, Thomas? What do we do? You know what we do? We eat our vegetables. You didn't do that, for starters. And we look both ways before crossing the street. You know what else we do, Thomas? You know what we do? 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 Read the fine print. Thomas, read the fine print. Read the fine print. Stupid Thomas.